Right, everyone. Right, Paul, how you doing, mate? Right, so I'm just going to set up quickly. So while I'm doing that, I'm just going to put my... Hang on, actually, before I do that, let me do a Nightbot thing for the support. So if anyone ever wanted to support the channel, this is how you can. And I'll just be going on to set this up for myself. I won't put the video on, have I? Don't know what I'm doing today. Brand. There we are. All right, I'm on. So who's on? Paul, Brieffire, CM, Brighto, Terry, Rich, and RDP Project. Rob, you all right, Rob? How was the old preppers meet? Did it go? You have a good time? I was say, did it go good? I imagine they always go good, but yeah. I've just been trimming my nose hairs. Double tap, you right, Riggs? All right, let's get this all set up how I want it. That should be done now. So, yeah, let's see what's going on. So everyone's just saying hello there. Lord Flashlight, you right, mate? Tactical. Oh, those guns real. There might be. Just notice there's a fucking fly in here. Dumbledore was a good video. What the law one? Yeah. I thought I better put something new on, seeing as well, not that there was an update, but seeing as there was there's finally an actual official let's call it official video from the government. I'm really tired at the minute. I'll wake up when I've had black coffee. Is that Gillian? Is it Gillian? How are you? Or is it? I can't tell if that's an eye after the yells. RDP said, first question, sling swivels. What the fuck do you mean? The sling mounts used for attaching slings? Yes. I don't know why they did it. It don't make no sense, Rob, because sling swivels aren't even illegal, are they? And they're not even on the offensive weapons list. But when they banned certain rifles, there was a couple of rifles they banned recently, didn't they? You'd have to get someone like SIS Power to tell you which ones. But anyway, yeah, and what they did, they also included the sling swivels that mount to the guns. I'm just going to turn my CCTV off. Yeah, the mounts that fit. So, yeah, you could hand these mounts in and get money for it, even though they're not even illegal. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, Tom, she was arguing with some WS93 fanatics today. They got so pissed off. What was that? Not on like Red. Was it Reddit or Reddit or Discord? Yeah, actual sling swivels. Rob, weird as fuck, and it makes no sense. I wish I could. If you find my video, look on my channel, find the video that talks about compensation. You'll find the actual info. Burnerman said, I'll just set up my wall. What do you have in your background? Oh, I just set up my wall like you have in the background. Ah, nice one, Burner. Nice one, yeah. Good idea, yeah. 83 air gun it. How you doing, mate? You right? Flazzy, you right? Daft Dave. Flazzy said, hey, mate, I'll be on and off tonight, just walking around looking for fox. Last one. Yeah, all right, that goes good for you. Zed, you right, mate? Hope your legs get better. Daft Dave said, do you have any spears? I've got a couple of spears, not nothing very good, but I've got, well, no, I think I've got one homemade spear. I wouldn't mind making more, just never got round to it. Right, I'm going to put 15-second slow mode on just so I can keep up with the comments. RDP said, are they actually doing a buyback? Because I'm going to get stocked up on some more things. Sadly, it's actually been and gone. Yeah, it was actually, I think it ended in fucking March. So, yeah, it's actually too late, sadly, because I would have stocked up on the old fucking sling swivels myself. Brief, I said, what's the new laws? There actually isn't any. It was just, I thought I'd do an update because there's still loads of people who don't know that the laws had changed. And it was the first time I've ever seen a video from an actual official source. More flashlights says sling swivels like a few. That's what I mean. Yeah, it was so ridiculous. You could get you could get sling swivels for like £2, and the fucking government was going to give you, I don't know how much it was. I said like 40 quid, but it was something stupid. It was massively above. You know, they would basically give you more money for sling swivels than they would an antique knuckle duster or flick knife or balisong. CM said any SSW would say no. Down today, dude. I'm all right. A little bit tired. I need to get a bit of coffee in me. I nearly went for an hour's sleep earlier, but then it got to the stage where I thought there's no fucking point now. Dumbledore Boost said, weird why they've done this official statement, considering it's been in for a while now, unless they will have a purge on Section 18 raids based on intelligence. Being a contradiction in intelligence. Yeah, the funny thing is, Riggs, that's what I thought. It's weird, though, isn't it? Because it's been actually, even in the thing, it says like 2019. And then it says July the 14th this year. Typical backwards bollocks. And that law's been through for fucking ages, hasn't it? Right, I can't sleep because my grandparents have guests. They drank too much Johnny Walker Red Label and are talking very loud. Singing some weird shit. So today I'm available. Fuck's sake. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I hope your grandparents are having a good time though. Daft Dash said I can order sling swivels from China. That's what I mean. Dan said it's just heat. Yeah, it probably is now you say that. But I wondered why I was sort of randomly tired for no reason. Funky, how you doing, mate? He said I had to go for a coffee for my stream earlier. Sent a few of my lot over here. Bloody Law and Blades on that side. That's meant that I thought there were some new names on. Cheers, Funky. I appreciate that. Yeah, I thought there were some new names come on. Yeah, the new law. Well, I say new laws. They've actually been passed for about 2 years. But yeah, it's strange seeing a sudden actual official thing about it. Because all this time, there's never been a single official thing. Very fast. I'm looking to get another air pistol. Wolfer PPK BB pistol. That's nice, yeah. If I ever get any more air pistols, I think I'll get a spring. I'll get a spring pistol that's about as powerful as you can get. I've got enough CO2 now. Andrew said, who do you think will win the tennis? Big Geo. Sadly, Andrew, I'm unaware he was even playing. I don't watch no tennis this year. I do occasionally, but I haven't this time. Daft Dave said, what kinds does the British government? Sorry, Dave, I don't know what you mean. What the sling swivels? I'll be honest with you, it's too late. They've stopped it now. Also, I've struggled to sleep at night. It's just too hot. Yeah, funny thing is, I don't know what it is. At the minute, I've been hot, but I've got a fan on. You can probably hear it. And that's been just enough for me lately. I've not had a single night where I thought, fucking hell, this is really, really, really hot. Maybe I've just been lucky so far. Lord Flashshot said, nice to see the Madrock making an appearance in the video today. Still holding up? Yes. Lovely thing. Lovely. Yeah. Let me... If you could see a nice old close-up of it, you can see it's pretty well used by... I've scraped some off, but that blade was absolutely covered in bloody glue, which is a good thing. It means I've been using them. RDP said, yeah, I'm a mod on his live feed videos, so I plugged your channel service. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I appreciate that. They said maybe they're getting worried about civil unrest. Could be. It's weird, though, isn't it? All of that time, there's never been a single official thing mentioned ever. Not that I've ever seen, anyway. Yeah, you've seen these, Funky. These are legal carry, these are. It's the Lansky. This is the Lansky Madrock, and then you get the Lansky World Legal. But they're quite a good, affordable. Because I thought these was expensive, but they're not really. They're only like 23 quid. good, affordable, but big, legal carry knife, because it's not big, you know, it's actual legal carry, but it's you know. Dump Turbo says, worries me. Need to buy a Kill Bill Bride sword to complete the collection. I can get double folded handmade one from Germany, but worried it's not worth the risk, although legal. Yeah, I know. Yeah, although it's legal to do so, you can still get the customs and the police knocking on your door just to sort of pressure you, innit? Which shouldn't be right. Gillian said I get cool mats. They sell them for pets, but I buy them for myself. Put one at the bottom of the bed for. Very clever. I never thought of that. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually, isn't it? Yeah. 83 Airgun. I said the Umax Trevox break barrel pistol was supposed to be close to the legal limit. Yeah, that's what I would go. It would either be that, it'd be the Trevox or one of the 2 SMK ones. That if I did. That's it. Whereabouts are you in the UK? I'm from a shire, Buckinghamshire. I only say that because there's someone who always mentions that if I was in the Lord of the Rings, I should be one of the dwarves. But then I always think of the old hobbits from the Shire. I'm literally from a shire. Pergio, how you doing, mate? You right? Wheelchair prepper. Oh, right, mate. Thank you for coming over from Funky's stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's nice to hear. I do appreciate you not mentioning these streams and coming over from there. Thank you. T2 Colin Seeker, you right, mate? How are you? Funky said things are going to kick off at some point. The government want the majority unarmed so they can be controlled easier. I said recently, criminals don't take part. No, exactly. That's the thing. A lot of these laws make no sense when criminals, they don't care about these laws, do they? Hobbit Shire, exactly said. Dina says, I used to live in Buckingham. Ah, nice. I've lived here. In fact, I've lived in this same road all my life. My family have lived on this road for nearly 80 years. Yeah. RDP said, did you see the news from the USA? George Floyd, can't talk today, mural, struck by lightning and destroyed. It's a jigsaw puzzle. No, I didn't. That's weird, isn't it? Very strange. Daft says, how many FPS can an airgun be in England? I'm not sure about FPS. We don't do it by FPS. We do it by foot-pounds, which is more like a hitting strength sort of thing. Do you know, if you know what joules are, that may be a different way for you to sort of interpret it. 6 foot-pounds for a pistol, 12 foot-pound for an air rifle, but I can't remember what the joules are the equivalent of. All flash up said, I'm running a Lansky Boca hybrid, Lansky World Legal Scales liners and the Boca Plus Worldwide Blade. Looks sick. Yeah, go on, send me a picture, yes. Daft Dave said, here you can have 1,100 foot per second. Yeah, I'm not sure, because as I said, we don't go by feet per second. We do foot-pounds, which is like a speed and weight combined to make like how hard it hits, if that makes sense. Dan said, what's the thing on the wall in the photo frame? That is, I got 2 gifts from, that's someone I know in real life, and that was from Jim M, good friend from YouTube. And that is, I'll show you it in a minute. I'll show you in a minute if you want. I just got a donation, and thank you. Let me just go over and see who that was. Right, hang on. It was Kenny. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. He said, hi, Mike. Can't wait tonight. Can't watch tonight. Catch you next week. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is just for you. Then I'll play a little video for the people who donate. Thank you, Kenny. Right, where am I? Eliza, how are you? Thank you for joining. Right, I was it's scary that people paint murals and build statues of criminal. Society is devolving. RDP said low-powered air weapons, which generate a muzzle energy in excess of 1 joule. Not exceeding 8.13 joules. 6 foot. Right. So 8.1 is 6 foot-pounds, and 16 is 12 foot-pounds. Thank you. Wolf said, nice to see you, mate. Wizard Trigger. You right, mate? Wizard Trigger. What made you block him, CM? I'll see what his reason is in a minute. I don't. Maybe you lot have trouble, but he's all right on here. Oh, no, he didn't. Howdy, peeps. Right, this was made for me by a friend of mine who's a tattoo artist. I had to cover up a little bit of it. Wizard Trigger, you're on. Wizard Trigger. Oh, in the name. Yeah, I get you now. No, it's Wizard Trigger. I've got your message on Facebook. I'll reply to you soon. Flazzy just donated. Thank you, Flazzy. I appreciate that. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. All right, let's see if I can catch up. But also, it all depends on the grain of the pellet. Also, as a lightweight part travels, travels much faster. Yeah, cheers, tattoo. Yeah, he's a tattoo artist, and that's his sort of tattoo style as well. He even put King of the Knuckle Dusters in the corner. Wolf says, "Had broke the safety on 2 of my redbacks. It's the only weak point in the crossbow. They sell alloy safeties for the redback, Mike." Oh, do you know what Wolf said? That's strange. So you've had 2 break, I've had 1 break, and I've had a message from someone saying that theirs broke. Yeah, I may start looking into that then. Yeah. Yeah, because I've not really told many people this. But yeah, my safety broke on mine, and I had to make an aluminium version. And it can be done. All right, Wolf said, I'll look into that. I'll see how easy I'll find doing it. And because seeing as it is a little bit of an issue with more than one person, I've never had an issue with all of my others apart from the XR. Test, right, mate? He said, have you shot birds with an air gun? Is it not? Yeah, you can hunt small game. I've done sort of pest control, and you can kill rabbits, squirrels, pheasants, pigeons with a 12 foot-pound air rifle. They're deliberately designed that they're still strong enough. Like our power limit is deliberate so that if you had to do small game hunting, you still can, but it's not strong enough to be killing someone from a distance, because you still can. If you held a full power air rifle up someone's head and shot them, you could still kill them. Liam, you right, mate? Weapons F93. Wolf said, I've got 2 more, but would love some alloy safety. All right. Wolf said, I'll look into that. Yeah. Dave, I'll have a look into that. I'll have to have a look how easy or difficult it would be to do, because I know I've done one, but I'm going to have to try and work out how easy it would be for selling. You know what I mean? If it would be, I know, a lot of people would have them anyway, but you know what I mean? Whether it's economical, but I'll sort you out anyway. But I can't promise it'll be straight away. You know me anyway, don't you? Hello, everyone joining. Jamie, Timbo. How you doing, Timbo? You right, mate? So yeah, at the minute, we were just talking about air rifle powers. But we can talk about anything you want on here. Well, within reason, I say that. I try to keep it light on my streams. Keep it sort of light and have a good time sort of thing. This is like your night down the pub. We can have a bit of escapism. We can do the serious stuff somewhere else. T2 inherited a husky Cleakai Cross. I don't know if that's the right name there. 18 months old, 2 days ago, courtesy my stepson, which hadn't been trained. It's eating the carpet in the underlay, window blinds, and 50-inch TV smashed. Well pissed off. Fucking hell. You got all that to pay for, and the dog. To feed the dog. Sorry, I'm laughing to you too, but at least that might give you that'll keep you occupied. Gillian said, "What air rifles would you recommend to a newbie like myself?" I'll be honest with you, I'm not too up on air rifles nowadays because I've got a couple of good ones that I've had for years and years and years. I've not had to look at any for ages, but as far as I'm aware, the Gamos are reasonably good for the price. The Wyrak ones are reasonably good from what I know. Flazzy said, pretty sure sub 12 foot-pound air gun can kill you stone dead from 20 yards. People seem to forget air rifles are still guns. Well, exactly. Yeah. If you shot someone in the right place, Flazzy, I'd imagine that's 100% right. Yeah. Lord Flash, I emailed you the Boxy World Plus. Right, I'll have a look in a second. Where's my phone? Jamie said, Mike, this new weapon law, does it affect you much? No, the problem is that video I did, there's not actually any new laws. It's just the laws that came in 2 years ago. I just wanted to do a reminder to people because there's still a lot of people who don't know about it. Anyone watching this, if you're not sure about the new laws that came in, 21 items, or it's 20 or 21 items that are on the offensive weapon list have been banned to own in your home. If you're not sure about what it is, go and watch my latest video before this one. It's quite a long video, but you'll know what it is in the first 5 minutes. And click the links and it might help you out. That's to anyone watching. That wasn't to the person who asked the question there. I never watched Polar in the end. Zed, I ain't watched one. Now, nice to see you on now. Now 69's on. That's excellent. Dan T, you right, mate? Chris said a company sold a .36 caliber squirrel musket. Well, couldn't afford it. That's interesting. Check is my fate, yeah. Also said, did anyone see the 50 cat explode in the dude's hand on YouTube? Yeah, I did. Yeah, he's lucky. Very, very lucky he survived that, wasn't he? Frazzy said, if you want a Springer, I'd say Wyrock HW99 or for PCP. Oh, that's one thing. Personally, for someone who is a beginner into air rifles, I would get a Spring air rifle. Liam said, yeah, 22177 can penetrate soft tissue easily. So in the neck, very bad if you get shot there. Funky said, I remember joining the air rifle forum once and asked how I could increase the power. I was banned in 3 months. Yes, exactly, I imagine. Some of the groups like that though. Yeah, the whole gang is here tonight, Tactical. Definitely. Whole gang and more tonight. Lee said, Mike, tell Jamie to make sure there's beer for me. Jamie, make sure you save some beer for Louise. You still at work then? Lord Flash, in Scotland, you need a certificate for throwing a pointy stick more than 2 feet. Smiley, right, mate? Struggling to keep up tonight. Chris said, we had a Daisy BB guns as kids. My uncle, who was a machinist, replaced the springs with much heavier ones, really increased the power on them. Yeah, that'd be... I like them, Daisy, like Red Riders. Yeah, I think you could legally bump the price, the power up on them anyway, because it wouldn't be nowhere near full power anyway. But like one of them double strength would be pretty decent. Get a bit of coffee in me. By the way, if any of you don't ever want some WeaponCollector merchandise, I do, amongst loads of things, mugs, t-shirts, pint glasses, banners of my weapons. Yeah, and there's a link in the description now. Not in the description and in the chat. If you see Nightbot pops up these links every now and then, and there'll be something that benefits me somehow. RDP said, have you seen Survivor Lily's new video? Half naked in the wild. She had to abandon it because it started to rain. She was almost hypothermic. Big fuck up, but she showed her. No, that's. I'll be honest with you. I could have a bit of respect for her if if it was a fuck up and she still showed it. That's you can respect someone for that, can't you? Persia said, "I must ask, Mike, are we not entertained?" No one's been moaning yet, Persia, but just for you, because it sounds like you're not sure why you're here.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, not C1 now. Archetype, how you doing, mate? He said, dealing with my high school crush tonight. Inerting the danger zone. Nice one. Damon said, Mike, tell Louise that she shouldn't be on here. She should be out at work. Get to work, Louise. What are you listening to this for? Jumbo Talbot said, what's the material like on the shirts, mate? I only really get one. I'll be honest with you. It's reasonably good. I'd say on par. It depends what you think is good. But this has been washed quite a few times. Hasn't shrunk. It'd be on par with sort of Fruit of the Loom kind of stuff, I'd think. Don't know what your opinion on that, but it's all right. I quite like it personally, and it's shrunk, and it's still better than some. Put it this way, Jim M was the same as you. He wasn't sure whether he would like the t-shirts because of the thickness of the material. When he got it, he said it was right. Timbo's got one. Timbo, what do you think of your t-shirt? But yeah, there's loads of designs of merchandise if anyone ever wanted loads of them. Oh, entering the danger zone. I thought inerting the danger zone. I thought maybe you'd get rid of the danger zone. Darth said the British government hasn't outlawed brass knuckle mugs yet. Then I am surprised. Yeah, not so far. Chris said I have to be going. Just wondering if you have ever watched Fire and Ice by Ralph Bakshi and Frank Frazetti. I haven't. I don't know if I've heard of that. I would like to watch that though because I've always liked the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings, but I still need to see all of them though. Zed said, here's a video I mentioned about air guns for self-defense. Nice one, Zed. Who's that by? Just out of curiosity. That's how I started watching Wild Bear. Didn't think she was clickbaity, but her latest video, she goes off a mountain in shorts and crop top. Wrong gear for a mountain. Oh, by the way, Tactical, I started watching that, what was them two little puppet things called? Rog and Podge on it. I watched one of them. I thought, I don't want to say it. That first one. It's spelt Quare, by the way, before I say this. The Queer Man. Was it the Queer Man? They're saying the Queer Man, aren't they? But yeah. I'd never seen them when they came on. Look up Rog and Podge if anyone wonders what I'm on about. Your battery died with a trigger. Yeah, by the way, and anyone else watching, actually, there's been a lot of people saying, Mike, I've been trying to message you. You haven't replied. Just go with it. I will get to you eventually. The problem is a lot of people want me to make things at the minute. I actually can't. So it's easier for me to just leave it a little bit and then I'll get hold of you. Timbo said, I've got 3. Far better than Primark. Thank you, Timbo. Yeah, I'll show you a little video of some of the merchandise that you can buy if you want to. I've got a little video. It's only 30 seconds long, so I'll be back in 30 seconds. There you go. Link is in the description. Shut up, Sid. That's new music. That's not the old music. That's what you said about last music, and I changed it.
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
Architect said, my policy is to not be thirsty at all. I'll be honest with you, I've never really, Lord Flashlight was saying Survival Lily is an okay watch. Never really watched Survival Lily, in all honesty. I don't really watch a lot of survival channels. If I ever wanted to watch anything survival, I'd probably watch like a Ray Mears type thing or my own brother's stuff. But yeah. Top Hat Man, you right, mate? Thank you, Architect. Shows the stuff. Did you know there's quite a variation of stuff as well? And I've added more stuff, so you can get a little bit of everything on there now. Timbo said, Survival Mistakes is an interesting channel. PCSO got done for illegal weapons. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, interesting is the word, isn't it, Timbo? I found that channel purely through seeing a news article about a PCSO who had been arrested for illegal weapons. And do you know how they got done in the end? And this is where you have to be careful nowadays, because this is what the reason I do videos about what's illegal and what isn't is there's actually quite a lot of people getting done who didn't know they was breaking the law. So and I admit most people do though, but I do think there are some who don't know. They go online and they want to buy something like a Bala song. They decide, because they can't buy them in the UK, buy it off an American website. As soon as that comes over here, customs find it, customs send the police around your house, raid your house, and then a lot of people have a lot of illegal stuff, and then they get fucking proper done. Craig, you right, mate? T2 said, even though the dog has pissed me off on the dual carriageway the other day, bloody wheel bearing collapsed on the Mercedes. Caused so much damage, got to spend a few days sorting it out. That's life. Fuck. Yeah, one of them, T2, sort of just worse, just more and more shit, Well, I hope that gets better, mate. Yeah, sounds like a nightmare. Persia said, Ray Mears is great. I have a few books. Yeah, I like Ray Mears. I think he's great. I've got quite a few of his books. Ray Mears and the SAS Survival Handbook will do me. Not saying there's anything against any of the other, there's loads of decent survival channels, but yeah, I don't know. They don't really entertain me as much as they used to. Like I said, Bear Grylls in the Island season 2 is wicked if you're a misogynist. Yeah, exactly. Like, Joe said, right, yeah, I read that. Wolf said, Black Scout Survival is a good channel. T2 said, just now, how are you? Terry said, sorry, mate, got to go. All right, Terry, good night, mate. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it, mate. Oh, yes. Boxy World Plus. By the way, any new people watching, if you want to bring up any topics, just bring it up, and then I don't plan these. I just talk about whatever we talk about. So, as I say, within reason, and I try to keep it. I'd rather keep it light-hearted if possible, but ask and we'll see. Yeah, I try and prefer, because it's quite late in the evening. I like to have these like a bit of a relaxed, because a lot of us Friday night can't go out or there's nothing to do. So you're off as well, RDB. By the way, how's your living conditions now? You're getting a bit of peace and quiet finally. Zed said I got put off of Bear Grylls where I was fighting a rat to the death. There's a lot of weird stuff Bear Grylls does that's would actually probably be dangerous. Clancy said, Google, where does vanilla flavoring come from? And RDP said same shit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I was hoping that was better now. Right, I'm just getting my phone to come up. Little flash up. I suppose I should have put this on for Lord Flashup's got a new knife.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Fuck's sake. I must get more Brian Blessed ones. Architub said, I think they should do a women's island again. Pick some decent women. Feel the same about Doctor Who. Well, yeah, I suppose you could yeah, why don't they get a load of actual proper like survivalist women to do it? Plenty of them. Brighton said, have you seen American Sniper? No, I've never seen that. I'm supposed to be quite good doing it. You are, Robbie. Good night, mate. See you later. No, Zed's saying about Polar. No, I've not seen Polar yet. I actually haven't watched another film since I said I was going to watch one. I've done the usual, saying I'll watch a film and then ain't bothered. Oh, hello, Vishnu. Sorry, I nearly missed you there. That was only because Gillian was saying hello. Yeah, hello, Vishnu. You right, mate? All right, let's have a look at... So, Lord Flashlight, this all fitted together properly then, did it? That's quite amazing. You didn't have to do Did you have to do any modding? Bloody picture keeps spinning around the wrong way. Hang on. If I can get it full screen horizontal, I'll show you. That's not gonna. So you're gonna have to look at it like that. Because if I turn it, it'll do this. I ain't gonna do it now. That's nice, actually, yeah. Because the only thing with the these do have slightly sort of strange blades, don't they? That they're not straight. They're all sort of hooked blades, aren't they? I've said it's hard to take a man seriously. He drinks his own piss. Jumper Sabu said I got a BB 1911 off a mate. Sprayed it matte black. Removed all white writing. Then distressed the high points with fine, wet and dry. Now my mate and his mates asked me, "Oh, you done 5? Ah, nice one. That's good. That sounds decent, Reece. You have to send me a picture of that." I guess you can kill a rat with that. Yeah, I like the look of that, Lord Flash. That was good. Waking up a bit now. The old coffee's getting in me. That still ain't gone back to its normal colour, has it? Oh, that's a bit better. That's red now. Recurve blade. That's it. I get you now, Brighto. Yeah. But a lot of people would definitely prefer a blade the other way, not that. There's nothing wrong with that, though. So Lord Flashlight, that all fit together really well, then, did it? Tactical said, "Where's my Brian? I got 20 packs of noodles today." I don't know if that is a lucky bastard.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
If I start giving out all lucky bastards just for noodles, Tactical, you know, where are we going to where's this slippery slope going to lead to? John Kenny said, "Sorry about the soccer." Nah, it's all good, Matt. It's all good. Still the best we've done for what it was, 56 years or something. So it's still, although we didn't have the full celebration, we still done brilliantly. Yeah, a straight blade is better, isn't it, Brighter? Lord Flash at that to grind the slip to an angle. If the Lancey blades are quite square slip joint seat, and the Boke is a 45-degree angle, which seems to be more of a rigid lock, if you want to call it, for that slip joint. Archetype said, "You should read Use of Weapons. I'd totally get a kick out of your reaction." I'll have to look into that one. I'll have to look into it. I can't promise you, Archetype, just in case it's one of these. There's a couple of books you're not allowed nowadays. That's a bloody love noodles. That's all I got in my bugger. But funny thing is, now I can actually remember you saying how much you like noodles. Because I think we had a little discussion one night on one of my Twitch streams, didn't we, about noodles? That's there. I just can't get the ones I like in the shops. You have to get them online. Not doing this thing, sorry. Yeah, you're coughing in, Maya. Oh, nice one, Arthur. I'll look into it, mate. Kenny said, "Did you ever read the FBI's Guide to Concealed Weapons online PDF?" No, I've never read that. No, sounds interesting though. Top Hat Man said, good discussion we had in the comments of the new legislation. I'll be honest, Top Hat Man, I agree with you. There was some good there was good comments on there, wasn't there? So I was getting distracted. Liam said, was that when the Polish noodles came up? Still have loads of those, I need to remember. I think it was, Liam. I think it was. Yeah, I reckon it was. But we had a discussion on noodles one night, and I remember, because I always remember now saying how much you liked them. Noodles are nice. Depends on what ones you get. There are some noodles that are better than others. I like, as Liam's saying, I quite like Polish noodles. You can get. I won't do a food talk all night, but there's some Polish noodles you can get that have they don't just have a sachet of like powder. They have a sachet of oil, they have a sachet of powder, a sachet of like little sesame seeds. Yeah. Stokey, you right, mate? How are you? Wolf said, I can't have coffee when it's hot. I have Monster Zero Pepsi Max Cherry if it's scorcher. I'll be honest with you, Dave, this is pretty much cold now, so I'm having a nice cool coffee. But I only actually drink, if you don't count booze, I actually only drink water and black coffee, nothing else. Thank you, Riggs. I'll have a look at that in a second. That sounds good. John said, not if I was starving would I touch noodles, but once fed a load of out-of-date ones to livestock. Depends what ones you get. I must admit, some noodles are fucking horrible. Yeah. We'll give them to 20 past. No more food talk after 10:20. I don't mind so much if I've just had something to eat, which I'll just have. Yes, Polish. Exactly, right. So, talking about your noodles. So, what's everyone been doing today? I've not really done a lot today. My niece and nephew have been around about 3/4 of the day. That was, if you could hear my CCTV, people standing outside my house, that was my brother, sister, her husband, also my brother and his missus, and their kids. They was just going home. Where did you send it? Riggs. Oh, I got it here, yeah. Yep, finders keepers always. Peugeot. Yeah, I've never seen American Sniper, Craig. I've heard it's good, though. Stokes, I'm good, mate. I've been in pain the last 2 days. I had kidney stones. Fucking hell. Yeah, I know that can be very painful. So, yeah, I hope you get over that soon. Is there any sort of home remedies you can do? Oh, I'll do whatever you can, innit? But, I'll tell you what, Riggs, that's bloody nice, that is. You've sort of aged that really nicely. I'll show it in a second. Top Man said, watch the UFO video. As I said, it was quite enjoyable. I want to do more of them. Yeah. So that's actually a BB gun. You've done a really good job on that, Riggs. Yeah, I'm thinking about potentially doing more story videos. I don't know what stories we can use, but I wouldn't mind people doing like more stories, basically. Just so, yeah, we just do stories. Because it's enjoyable listening to people tell stories, isn't it? There's a book, John. I didn't know that. Of course there is, actually. Yeah, no, yeah, I knew there was a book. Wolf said, can't beat an old curry pot noodle. Who can remember curry pot rice? So there used to be a pot noodle, but it was a rice one. And it was a curry one. I don't think they do it anymore. That was well nice. Top Hat Man said, what on earth did your niece and nephew say about the armory, assuming they didn't know it was real? She was in here earlier. My niece is 5, I think. First thing she did was jumped up on that sofa and was trying to grab that revolver there, have a quick touch. Then the crossbow. Then stood at my computer to bashing the keys, making everything go off. And then sat on my make her sound like she's hyperactive. Then sat on my office chair, spinning round. And then I let her have a go. That's a treadmill there. I let her have a go on the treadmill at full speed. She was literally like hanging off it like that. I say full speed because it's not like it's not like a sprinting one. Yeah, they love it. Well, I suppose, and also because we often have this discussion, depends on what the definition of real is. Top hat man. But no, I know what you mean, not non-firearms. They get excited when they come up here because obviously they don't come in here very often, so they get excited because she knew when she was coming up here it was to do something sort of exciting. Stokey said, "No way, mate. They give me nothing. Lucky I'll just pass them. I'm all good now. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I thought they'd give you something. Not even like, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You'd think there'd be something you could have." Dumble Sabu said, "Did you see that video of the guy who got 5 years for not breaking the law? To be fair, he had done a healthy liking of World War II Nazi stuff. He got sent down under the Prevention of Terrorism." Really? That's fucked up. So he hasn't actually done anything. He must have been writing something dodgy or something, because that's the mistake a lot of people make. They think, if you're a nutter, a lot of the time, especially if you're a nutter who puts things on, not saying this bloke's a nutter, but, you put in anything online, you're easily fucking traceable. And it's all evidence as well. That's pretty mad though, isn't it? Prevention of terrorism. But like you say, if you haven't actually done anything, you've not actually done anything, have you? Johnson, I restored an antique replica musket rifle with a hog head under the trigger. That sounds nice. Very nice. Timber said, "My stepdaughter sticks. They're mad at that age. She spent an hour playing with woodlice we found under rocks." Nice one, Tim. Funny thing is, I saw the picture of her and your son today that you put on Instagram. Yeah. My niece is like that. She's into football at the minute. I think she's 5. Yeah, into football at the minute. She got quite a good. She can kick the ball pretty hard. You can tell when you can tell there's a bit of power behind it. You know what I mean? Stokey had never had a poppy tea. We'll have a look at that. No, he had 2 books that were legal to own, and he was made an example of. Oh yeah, send me. That's scary. That I don't like the thought of that, Riggs. But that's why when the police come here. Hopefully they don't ever again. There's nothing here. There's literally nothing that that can be construed in the wrong way. I wouldn't even have a single fucking little badge with the wrong symbol on it, just in case. Your mother? Oh, you mate, you're right. Archetype said the punishment should be to read the Diary of Anne Frank. Bridal said, "Today a boar was chasing me in my area. Something that happens every day. Boars are everywhere, fuck's sake." Daft Dave said, "What books were legal?" I don't actually want to say what they are, and if anyone writes them in the thing, I'm going to have to delete it. I don't want that stuff coming up on even here as like a recognition thing. But there are a couple of books. Well, because they're classed as terrorist material, basically. But yeah, there are some books. But yeah, I don't even like people writing it in the comments to this, in case it gets flagged up as something, because you don't never know. Wouldn't surprise me. Tax was just dumped out of my skins. I heard a voice behind me. Stiffened me, left the scanner on. And I thought you were going to say someone else for a second then. No, it's all right. No, Gillian. Yeah, oh, pig. Yeah, chased by a pig. Everyone's just chatting to each other at the minute. We've got nothing to read. Don't forget, if you ever want to support this channel, you can, and this is how. Thank you, Tyler, for putting the link on. He's gradually getting up the spot for mod of the week. Jamie said, Mike, you ever seen a film Hobo with a Shotgun? I have seen that, yeah. That's quite a good sort of unusual film, isn't it? Sort of, yeah, a bit mental over the top film. Yeah, I like a bit of Rutger Hauer, decent actor he is. Liam said, tried that Fallout New Vegas randomizer mod today. Fucking crazy shit. Can't even get out of Good Springs without dying. Nice. Seems almost there. I still got to get the thing. I better up my game then, Gaffer. I'll tell you what, though, I do, when I put one of them videos on, if someone does put the link on, I do appreciate it because it helps me, because it saves me messing around having to do it myself. Arkatab, was that just you just donated then? Right, let me just check. Thank you, mate. Now I'm just going to check first. There's been a few times where I've sat there thanking people, and it was someone else. See if he left a message. It just says fish. I got my fish with it. Thank you, Arkatab. I appreciate it, mate. Cheers, mate. Top Hat Man said, is there a reason you seem to be going for mostly pistol crossbows? Not really. Well, the only reason, what it was, about the only thing I can really say is pistol crossbows for years and years and years and years was just the same shit. It's just the same crap being knocked out constantly. And then suddenly they brought out a whole new range of crossbows that was actually better than the old ones. So I've basically got the sort of 3 variations, 1, 2, 3, the 4 variations of the new ones. And these 2 are self-cocking. They call them pistols, but they're not. That's as big as a Jaguar. But that's the only reason. It's just because I wanted the new modern pistol crossbows, because they're better than the old ones. These are twice the strength of the old ones. Oh, and I noticed something. You know, George Sprav's brand new crossbow pistol he's bringing out that he claims is £90. The actual standard model that you buy is £55. It says on the website, go on GoGun. It actually says the standard prod you get with that brand new crossbow that he made, £55. So you don't even get the £90 prod with it. You have to buy it extra. Kenny said, how I got a medical discharge from the Dutch Navy by faking insanity. I did not know that. Mother said, you said come shot warrior got shadow banned. I wonder why. I can't help it with shadow banned. That's not doing me. Top Hat Man said, absolutely. I'd say Rutger Hauer blows Arnie and the rest of them right out the water. Shame he died not long ago. Yeah, Rutger Hauer was a proper actor. You know, I think he was more than, you know, I like Arnie and that, but they're not really very good actors. They're just good at doing their sort of thing. But Rutger was actual proper, he was a good actor, but could also do some of the other stuff. Oh, because donating is pretty easy. 50 times that amount. You can get a Bitcoin address. I must remember that, Arthur. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it, by the way. That said, in my honest opinion, the modern crossbows are carbine crossbows. Now, not pistol. Yes, you're right. Apart from the Tron, I suppose. The Tron's probably the only true pistol crossbow, isn't it? New pistol crossbow. Yeah, all of these others, especially like these ones, that's 100% a carbine. That's not a pistol. And the closest other one to a pistol, I suppose, is that. But then if you compare that to the size of a pistol, as you say, it's more carbine size, isn't it? I 100% agree with you, Tactical. Lord Flash said, the George stuff is overpriced. I kind of liked if he included the heavier prod. But he's out to make the Wonga with his name back, exactly. But you would have thought he'd put the £90 prod on as standard, wouldn't you? Not the shitty old 55 thing. Have to buy bloody it. But then, like you said, extras, isn't it? I think he's been shadow banned. Zed, I'm not absolutely sure. Kenny said, ever read Loom Panic books with weird subjects? No, I've never. Do you know what, John? I've never even heard of them. Oh, so take your time, but seriously, Bitcoin is your own non-government controlled money. Well, exactly. That's a good point, Octave. Lumsar how it was great in Flesh and Blood and The Hitcher. And of course, Nighthawks with Stallone and Billy D. Williams. Never seen Nighthawks, anything, but The Hitcher, he's great in The Hitcher, isn't he? Yeah, brilliant in that. But I'll tell you who, there's a YouTuber on here I've known for my probably nearly all my YouTube, life. Tetsubo57, right? Tetsubo57's favorite film is Blade Runner. So about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe more, Tetsubo57 did a review on Blade Runner. This was in the days where YouTube could still do a response video and it would be like clipped underneath the video. So Tetsubo does a review of Blade Runner talking about how much he liked Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer did a fucking video response. It was brilliant. Yeah, that was like the best thing ever for him. You imagine that, doing a bloody review on your favourite film, and then your favourite bloody actor as well actually does a video review talking about the film. That was brilliant. Yeah, I bet old Tetsubo 15 love that. Blind Fury, I've seen some of that. Yeah, hit the like button. Exactly, Krylan. How you doing, mate? Yeah, look up Tetsubo 57 and then just put in Blade Runner. You should be able to find it. And then you may need to search for Rutger Hauer's response because it's not underneath anymore. But you can still find Rutger Hauer's response as well. Filmed in sort of 240p, back in them days. James said, went on Dragon's Den with a new idea. Sandals for people with only one leg. Needless to say, it was a flop. That's sad. What's the new Blade Runner like? Because I like the original. Yeah, attack ships on fire on the shoulder of Orion. Stokey said, only crossbow I ever had and was my first one was the Adder. And it literally put me off having another again. Never been so terrified it backfired at me. Yeah, that's scary, isn't it, Stokey? If you did want to get another crossbow, I would say sell your Adder and instead get the R9 where you put the bolts in manually. Don't have no issues with things like that then, and it's still really nice to cock with the sort of pump action. Well, Flashart said, just want to check on my missus. She's pissed in bed after drinking their mum all day in the sun whilst I've been working my ass off putting buses off the road. That's nice, really. Ah, nice one. That's right. Top Hat Man said, his concealed blade would be illegal here now. Yeah, got a lot of bit of but Blade Runner, yeah. I'll tell you what, I don't think I own a lot of Rutger Hauer films, Jumbo Sabu said, the new Blade Runner is good. I preferred the original director's cut, personally. Nice one. All right, I'll check it out. You're off, Craig. Good night, mate. By the way, this is water for people start saying about the old vodka. Top Hat Man said, yeah, best Rutger film for me was Blind Fury. Wanted Dead or Alive and of course The Hitcher. John said, ever get a reverse pull crossbow with a bow or no, I haven't. I have seen them things though, or similar things to what you're describing. No. Nah. In fact, I've only got the closest I've got to anything like that. I've only got one I've got a compound crossbow there. Every other one I've got recurve, I think, as far as I'm aware. Well, no, I had another recurve one that got broken. Compound one that got broken. Alex Saint said, if I've heard that the government might try and restrict the power on crossbows. Not sure if it's real or not. It's fucking piss take. I cannot work out what's going on with crossbows, right? I was saying about this last night, I think. So when there was that petition saying they want crossbow banned, the government's official stance on it was they pretty much said we already changed the law in 1980, whatever, I don't know when. And we still think that the laws are sufficient now, don't need changing. End of discussion, essentially. That was the UK government, and I can't see why they would lie about that when they could have just said, "Yeah, we support your thing. Give us 5 years, we're banning." I can't see why they wouldn't just say that if that was the case. Not that you can't believe anything the fucking government say anyway, but also. Someone sent me a message the other day saying that they tried to buy a crossbow from a company, and that company sent them back a message saying, we're not getting any more crossbows in because they're going to be licensed soon. But they may just be jumping the gun, and just because they've heard something like that. Colonel, love and respect. Yeah, nice one, mate. How are you? Yeah, recurve is the best, mother, exactly. Top hat mounted. Yeah, I've got the Anaconda, great bow. It's got a string thing. You need to prime it. Oh, like pull it back, sort of thing. Number 7. So I see Harrison Ford in the UK doing the new indie film. My friend is involved, supplying some of the militaria with Bruce Compton from Combat. Nice one, nice. Yeah, that's good. Top hat mounted. Anyone let me know when you see the youth going around fun person crossbows. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why the government don't really care about crossbows, because although you do get these random rare things where people do get killed, it is very rare, and crossbows are difficult to go on some kind of sort of rampage with, or Daft Dave said, how would the English feel if we packed up Prince Harry and his old lady and shipped them back to you? Postage due. I don't know. Some might love it. T2 said, your mother, yeah, recurve is great discipline. Non-sheep said, for fuck's sake, just want the ability to take a cunt out of range. Gonna move to. They're not banning There's nothing's been officially said they're banning crossbows or licensing them. Not that means they are in the end, but no, it wasn't DNA Leisure. In fact, I can have a look, Lord Flashlight, if you want. He said, "Was that DNA Leisure? They've been talking about a ban for." No, it was a smaller company I've never heard of. Let me just try and remember where it was that I can't remember if it was email or one of the instant messages people send me. It was a small company. I can't actually remember at the minute. Lord Flash. I might have to tell you another day, because when I just went onto my thing, it wouldn't pop up properly. Because I've got my tabs like squashed in. I couldn't actually see the bit to go to my. I'll tell you what. Someone put the link to my Facebook page in the description for me. I think you just put. I don't know. Is there a thing for Facebook? Affiliate email. Let's get along. No, there ain't. It's in the description if you want to get my Facebook link for me. There's someone posted it on here, so I can click on it. Make my life slightly easier. Colonel, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the videos, and I'm glad it helps you out, because there's a lot of people who, especially with the law stuff. Now, if that's tactical, there ain't an exclamation mark Facebook, I don't think. If you look in the description of the video, though, thank you, Sim. Yeah, it just because when I clicked Facebook just then, that wouldn't come up for me, and it's a lot of bother trying to get it. Not newsfeed, need inbox. Right, hang on. It was from a company called Lampeter Shooting Sports. Lampeter Shooting Sports. Lampeter. It basically this. So a bloke said, I made an inquiry to find out when an online shop would have a Black Hawk crossbow in stock and received this reply. And he said, "Hi, we can no longer get any crossbows in because they're going to be licensed. Many thanks," and then the name, and then product inquiry from Lampeter Shooting Sports. Product name, Arctic Black Hawk. But I'll be honest, I suspect it may be companies jumping the gun again a little bit. Similar to what sort of Blazing Bows did. Not that they jumped the gun, but you know what I mean. Top Hat said, "How are you triggering the videos like that? Thanks for donating." Right, I'm on a web browser program type thing called StreamYard. It's completely free. It's just you can only stream for 20 hours a week on it. A month, sorry, and I don't do 20 hours a month anyway. And I just upload the videos, and you can do banners. So I can put these banners on. And then the videos, I can put videos on. Like this one. This ain't aimed at anyone, but like this.
What, are you retarded?
Yeah, it's good setup, really. And the only thing is, for the free version, I have the logo in the corner. Alex said, "Mike, I think your OnlyFans isn't working." It's coming, mate. It's coming. You just got to find it. Mother said, "I hate when people compare firearms to archery stuff. It's the wrong thing to do." Yeah, completely different, really, isn't it? Oh, yeah, we also have this one.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
Have you actually ever seen the 3-minute version of that? That's actually cut down from 3 minutes, that is, of just noises like that. And then there's the shotgun PSA.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt out.
So yeah, it's a pity about Blazing. Yeah, Blazing Bows was decent, weren't they? That would still be today, would be my go-to website. But I suppose luckily I found Prepper's Shop from them. Yeah. Now I think my sister is gutted about her ex-boyfriend's daughter. Is now in the new Black Widow movie. Oh really? Oh bloody hell. No. Yeah, I suppose though, yeah, if it's an ex, yeah, so I know what you mean there. Jim said, "I'm done and dusted, need my pit of shatter. Take care all. Thank you for joining, I appreciate it. See you in the next one, hopefully. Good night." Mum said, "Come short warrior best moments." Top Hat Man said, Is that the blade above your head you said to me you were cutting to 49 centimeters? Yeah, that one there. That just there. That was a longer samurai sword. Yeah, samurai sword, katana. But it's a cheap non-handmade stainless steel one. So it would be illegal because it's curved and over 50 centimeter blade. So I just cut it down to 49 centimeters. That one there is legal because it's completely straight, and that one up there is an antique. So yeah, you can still have, and I've got one in there that's a handmade katana, perfectly normal full size one. Now said, "Yeah, Yolanda, she's from same town as me. Done really good. That's good, isn't it? That's good, isn't it now?" Jumbo Suburbs. It's a shame that battle orders went the way they did. Back in the 80s and 90s, they were a top place to buy stuff from. Nowadays, it's not all that great. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Reece. I rarely look on there now. I think the only thing I might buy from them, as you say, they sort of don't have a lot really going now, do they? I think the only thing I've seen on battle orders that I was tempted to buy was maybe blank firers. I think they still had some cheapish blank firers, but I may be wrong, and they may be cheaper other places. So I was just plugging in my phone. Top Hat Man said, "What class is handmade? Could I buy a wooden hand or a blade? Would I have to cut the metal and stuff?" In all honesty, I don't know, because they reckon that like most of the stuff that says it's handmade isn't handmade, and how could you prove it was handmade unless you had videos showing you handmade it? But yeah, I can't really answer that because I don't think there really is an answer. Stokey said, got to cut short, got company. We'll see you next time. See you later, Stokey. Good having you on, mate. Yeah, we've gone down from 36 to 26, but that's all good. That's all good. We can chat a bit easier now. Alex said, definitely give the government a seizure if they saw you had a 49cm blade. That's it, though. You know, that's suddenly legal and they can't say nothing. Or like that if it's completely straight. John said, when a blacksmith made a samurai's die show, he measured the middle finger of the sword hand, 10 fingers of steel, katana, 6 fingers of steel, wakizashi, 2 fingers. Ah, nice one. Nice one. Yeah, I'll get you now. Yeah. Jumble Sailboo said, I'm very strict on blank guns now, mate. My exception works with most companies, but they wouldn't play ball. Battle orders on it. Ah, right. All right. Yeah, I wasn't planning on buying one, but I've looked at. I had a very slim sort of, you know, a night where I thought, oh, I might buy one. You know, not that I was going to, but I just thought about it. So I looked on a couple of websites. Top Hat Man said 49.9. Let's make it a thing. Don't. No, because 1 millimeter. That's not quite enough. I don't think it'd be legal. But it only takes a tape measure to not quite, you know, because you can get a bit of a discrepancy in a tape measure. Tatsuo said, I'll get the views back up. We have real women in the chat. Yes, we did. Yeah. Yeah, Nell was on. Who else? I'm sure there's another woman on. I don't know if Gillian was a bird or not, because the name, I couldn't tell whether that definitely said Gillian Boudica or Boudicca or whatever. I thought that's got to be a woman in it. But I don't like jumping to conclusions, because there's been times before, because sometimes it's blokes using like their missus's account. Alex Saint said they also ban cyclone knives, but don't ban the Fairbairn sights. I know. Daft Dave said, what difference does it make whether it's a straight or a curved sword? It's just their pathetic. It's just the usual pathetic. You know, I know you know the answer, but it's the pathetic knee-jerk reaction that it got claimed that there was gangs using cheap samurai swords, so they just whacked out this law really quickly, ban all curved swords, forgetting that there were straight swords, handmade swords, you know, antique swords. Because at least there's one good thing with the UK laws, they make them very specific. So yeah, you can't have a cheap. In fact, they actually made crap swords illegal and made it so that you had to buy better swords. So now the swords you get are better than they used to be. And you can also get an antique one. You can get a saber. Very bizarre. Kenny said there was a nice poster showing all the shapes and sizes of samurai swords on Pinterest, from the horseman's sword to Maggie Naki to the forms of shuriken. No, that sounds interesting. You're off, Timbo. Good night, mate. Hope you have a good weekend. T2 said, your mother, not sure what you want me to say. Shot recurve and barebow, was successful in recurve and very successful in barebow. I don't know. Yeah, it's daft, Dave's load of bollocks, really. You know what I mean? Non-sheep says, Slovenia, the place, great shopping opportunities out there. This is wearing a dress. Top Hat Man had a bit of verification on the sales or whatever. Use and whatnot. Don't give it to. Exactly. It's all bollocks. All the laws they bring in. They don't realise that, you know, it's all total fucking horse shit and don't really stop anything because criminals don't give a fuck about it. Darth Dave said I got some cold steel shuriken about 10 centimeters in diameter. They're illegal over here now. Can't even own them now. Tactical said, what about a Naginati pole weapon with a 30 to 60 centimeter blade on it? If you get one with a 30 centimeter blade, it's massive on a pole. It's a joke. Yeah, it don't make no fucking sense, does it? Tactical. It's utterly bizarre. Alex Saints is still watching Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels to this day. Rest in peace, Lenny. Yeah, oh, Lenny McLean won it. Yeah, that's a good film, that is. What's Guy Ritchie's new film like? What's it called? The Gentleman. Is that any good? Anyone seen that? I've got that on my to watch list. No, we'll touch on dancing. Maybe not. At least that was used for the good of the country, I'd say. Top Hat said, it's the old sort of one guy had a 50 centimeter blade. So we better ban 50 centimeter blades, but 49 is fine, 51 isn't. But 52 is like get fucked. Exactly. Morgan, you're right, mate. He said, thoughts on my first gun purchase. I got a Glock 19 Gen 3. Yeah, that sounds like the way to go, mate. Oh, yeah, sounds like the perfect way to go. Can't go wrong with a Glock, can you? Yeah, I've not seen it, Alex saying. I've not seen The Gentleman. It might be rubbish, but it might be good. Yeah. I think out of most of his gangster films, I actually think Lock, Stock was the better one. Because it just I don't know, the lower budget and not really very many very famous actors in it, did it? Just, I don't know, gave it a bit more realism. Whereas the later films, they're still good, but it started having a lot more very famous actors in. There's no massively famous actors in Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, is there, as far as I'm aware? As I said, worth watching, Mike. Charlie Hunan in it. Yeah, Hunan. Yeah, I'm not going to try and say his name, but yeah, that Charlie bloke from that biker fucking program. Yeah, is in it. Fuck's sake. Big sticker, right, mate? Paja said, my brain gun. Yeah, it's my brain gun, exactly. Morgan, how you been? It's firearms you're trying to add to your collection. No. I'm not really interested in getting a firearms license. Mother said, what is happening in Cuba? No idea, mate. No idea. Pop Hat Man said, my left of the curtain, that pistol under the cutlass thing. What's that called? German high score. That thing, yeah, over there. That's a cheap, SMK break barrel. That one's a Crossman 2240. Brado said, yeah, his first time on TV with Biker Grove. I think I remember someone mentioning that, yeah. No flash, Mike, what's your Bayonet 2 Commando build quality likewise? I'm under the illusion that they're effectively mil-spec and they've developed for military during Kosovo. I did not know that, but yeah, it does seem very good quality. Yeah, it does seem solid as fuck. There's not really, yeah, it does seem very good. But that's about as much as I could say, really, North Flash. But yeah, it did seem very good quality. And all them years, nothing went wrong with it apart from like a misfire, which was, that's what's going to happen, isn't it, if you do that. Jumbo Sabu said, I just bought Airsoft Glock 26. Seal's gone, which is typical. Only bought it for a display piece. Yeah, that's the way to go now, isn't it, Riggs? If you want to get display pieces, you might as well go for CO2 and airsoft nowadays, ain't you? At least if they do, cheaper, isn't it? Pig Sticker said, I've also been shadow banned as Crypto27 channel. I left chats and couldn't see them. That's a shame. Well, you're on here now. So, Persia said the break barrel was one of the guns that were mixed for the Return of the Jedi. Jabba's men carrying. Oh, I get it. Yes, yeah. But yeah, a lot of the Star Wars guns are just existing guns, aren't they? That they've modded a bit. Yeah, I do like that they've done that because I suppose. Well, I don't suppose it is. I was going to say it's in the future, but it's technically not. It's just another part of the universe, isn't it? Could have been a million years before us. Singh said, "Did you used to have a Warrock HW45 pistol?" I did. Funny thing is, Persia, I thought you meant modded. Yeah, I did have one of those. Singh, how you doing, by the way? Yeah, I couldn't ever get on with it personally. I don't know what it was. I could never really. I couldn't hit anything with it. And that's, I was just struggling it in a can with mine. And like I said, I wonder if you was to move countries, say to America, and bought your air rifle there, could you hypothetically shorten the spring and make it more powerful? Yeah, you probably could. I don't know how you do it, but you could probably, in America, you could probably just buy a more powerful spring, because I know you can get them. You can get more powerful springs. That's it, Dave. Yeah, blasters was Sterling SMGs. Han Solos was a Mauser. That's it. Yeah, exactly. John Freethink, how you doing, mate? You right? How are you? Pixie, he just got his sci-fi coins. Nice one. What did you get in the end? I saw one of your comments to someone. I can't remember who it was. It was Maitre Mark. You was talking to Maitre Mark about your coins, weren't you? Because he was showing his medals. Because Maitre Mark, if you don't know, Maitre Mark, not you, Sling, so I know you know this. Maitre Mark does fencing, but competition fencing. So he actually wins medals. Comes from Australia. Actually, it's his birthday today, saying that, or it was yesterday. Top up, man, and I think if you get Nerf channel go, Mike. Well, maybe if I can get my niece and nephew into Nerf, because they've got a couple, I could probably review a couple of theirs. You're FedEx, Shank. Good night, mate. Cheers for joining in. Appreciate it. Oh, it's going to be a surprise, is it? Tats says he's back and he's washed his hands. I ain't got a wash your hands clip, have I? Singh said Crossman 2240 was used in Kill Bill. At the ends of dark. Oh, you know what, Singh? I never noticed that. John Freethinker said, "Do you know what your next build video will be?" I'm not sure, John. I've been getting a bit of pain in my side lately, and I'm trying to leave it till it goes. I'm going to leave it a couple more weeks. If it don't go, I'm going to go to the doctors. I'm hoping it's just an injury that's taken a long time to heal. So I've been easing off on the shed builds, but I've got one that's probably not very exciting, but it's probably more exciting to the UK viewers. But I'm going to be turning this, which is actually a stainless steel extendable shower curtain pole. I'm going to turn that into a extendable, retractable self-defense walking stick. But yeah, as for proper builds, John, I'm not sure, but there'll be some coming. What you got ready? You got anything ready, John? Morgan just said, "What are the gun laws where you live?" I reside in the USA. Well, essentially, the easiest way I could describe the UK gun laws, they're similar in scope a little bit to almost like a driving license sort of thing. You have to get a license to have certain firearms and shotguns. Shotgun one's a lot easier. I won't go massively into detail because there's quite a bit of detail, but yeah, you basically apply for a license and then you can have the guns. But shotguns, you don't really need any excuse for it. You can just get a license, have a shotgun. Don't matter where you live. Don't matter if you've got any land, whatever. Just need a safe cupboard to put it in. Firearm is slightly different, but yeah, it's essentially, it's a bit like you need a license basically. But there is plenty of stuff you can still get over here because a lot of people think we can't have any guns, but there's a fair share of guns you can have. Irishman, you're right, mate. I spent the last half hour reading Star Wars stuff, and I come on here, and the first thing I see is Darth Dave, and you're talking about Star Wars. Yeah, there's a glitch in the Matrix for you, Irishman. That was meant to be. That was. Mother said George doesn't want to give any credit to Horror Zone or recommend on the Redback in any way, but his Stinger pistol as a painted Redback. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, that he wouldn't give. He does a lot of places he should give a bit of credit to. I think also when he spoke about the design of the magazine, there was an English bloke who was doing YouTube videos on those magazines way before George Sprav did, and it was the first person to make them popular online. This bloke called Stuart, and he don't get a single mention, but a big YouTube company does. Zombie Go Boom, whatever it was, who probably had nothing to do with, the development of crossbows. Even Stuart and the first person to do magazines. There was magazines on crossbows in the 70s, and also the Chinese did magazines on crossbows probably 2,000 years ago. Peter Zika said, next week I'll shoot my Cold Steel £130 crossbow. Nice one. I look forward to that. That'd be good. Do you want to join in my shooting competition this year, Slingshot? Join in with that. Join in with a cheap shot, and I'll use my my one. Our flail is next. Nice one, John. Look forward to that. I still need to watch your latest one. I've not got round to that. I watched the Skull one, didn't I? Darth Dave said, how do you get something full auto that I don't think you can get full auto over here? Dumbsell Boo said, you can actually get a Section 7 license for pistols, but it's not given out willy-nilly. But yeah, there is a fair share of stuff you can get over here that people are unaware of. I didn't know there was a Section 7 license, Riggs. Nice one, Riggs. Yeah, he said, I remember that, Stuart had a ponytail. That's it. If you look on his channel, he was uploading videos on a self-cocking crossbow with a homemade magazine on it that was good quality, at least a year or 2 years before George Sprav was uploading anything on crossbows. You're not like Dave said, he detests bullpups. More Candy said, that's good to hear. I get shotguns being easy to get because the pest control of farming, but I assume you can't buy semi-auto rifle in higher caliber than no, I'll tell you what, you can have a 50 cal over here if you've got the right. I don't know what the fuck you'd use it for, but you can actually get 50 cals over here. But yeah, I'm not an expert on it, but there's a fair share of stuff you can get, but there's also a fair share of stuff you can't. Things said criminals seem to get guns. Where's that gone? Easy. There was a 15-year-old kid when police raided his house, found a Mac 10 in Acton. Yeah, fuck's sake. Lord Flashlight. Oh, 9 shooting competition. I'm intrigued. You could join in if you want, Lord Flashlight. This is when I do the shooting competition. I'll have to start that soon. Non-sheep said, are sword sticks getting banned? Yeah, they are banned. Modern sword sticks anyway. If you've got an antique sword stick, that's still legal. Same with nearly all the items on the offensive weapon list. If it's over 100 years old, it's still legal. So you could still have a knuckle duster if it's over 100 years old. Persia said, my son had a whack of Nerf guns, and to be honest, some of them are cool as fuck. Even had a chain fed one. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. Yeah, pretty amazing stuff really nowadays. Jumble Sabo said on a regular FAC you have a centre fire rifles, but they're straight pull. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can get a about 50 cal. Tactical said, well edited, Mike. I got that one, didn't I? Normally I don't. But oh yes, I read that one out very well. Thank you for noticing. No flash up says semi-auto AK and AR here need to be chambered in 2.2. John said, I gotta go. I'm looking forward to that cane weapon video. You'll do later. Nice one, John. Take care, mate. By the way, if anyone likes weapon builds, check out John Freethinker. He does some good weapon builds. See you later, John. I'd say good night, but it's afternoon where you are, I'd imagine, isn't it? Flazzy said you can get pretty much any gun in bolt or lever action. Morgan said full auto firearms in the US are fairly hard to get due to federal licenses that take forever to get. But after the fact, guns made before 1986 that are full auto cost tens of thousands. Right, yeah, so it's going to cost a hell of a lot anyway. See you later, Big Stick. I look forward to seeing your universal sci-fi currency. It's weird. I'm sure some flick knives are over 100 years old. However, they're not included in each. Oh, are they not, Riggs? Are they not? There you go. I'll take that back then. See you later, John. Yeah, you're welcome to the shout out, mate. That said, how could they tell if a KD is 100 years old? Well, exactly. I've actually heard people saying, yeah. Someone mentioned it to me recently. I won't say any names, so don't worry if you're on here. But I'd also thought about it myself, but not going to risk it. What's going to stop someone just putting 1919 on it? With a pair of fucking, I don't know, carbon date the metal. You could also get a piece of, you can also find a bit of metal that's over 100 years old, though. I don't know. Just yeah. How the fuck could they? What you lot got planned for tomorrow? Got anything planned for the weekend? I ain't. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Lots and lots of fucking cleaning up, probably, because I haven't been doing it the last couple of days because my fucking gut's hurting. Right, while everyone's being quiet, don't forget you can support this channel. Here's how. And the link will be in the chat. Dumble Bullshit, I think what would happen is the antique sword stick would be seized, and it's down to you, an expert chosen by the police to prove it's over 100 years old. Yeah, I wouldn't risk any of them, Riggs. I wouldn't risk it because it's going to cost you a lot of money going through a court case trying to prove something's over 100 years old unless you've got really good evidence in the first place. Rick, how you doing, mate? You right? And he said, my life has been complete and total misery ever since Bigfoot stole my girlfriend in the middle of the night. Sorry to hear that, Rick. Sorry to hear that. Irishman said, it's too warm here to do anything. That's a bit more gardening to do again than getting pissed watching some nutter on YouTube in the evening. That's it. He's wallowing in misery most of the day. Poses are trying to sort out the garden. And we'll try and make a throwing knife target. Ah, nice one. Nice one. I won't mind doing a bit of knife throwing, but again, I don't know. I want to give my side a rest just in case. Singh said, the only place I see nowadays is at the petrol station buying pies and patties and coffee. That's it. Morgan said, can you legally have K-bar knives like the K-bar TDI? Yes. Well, I don't know what the K-bar TDI is, but a standard K-bar, yes. Yeah, you can have no end of big, big knives over here. I was going to go and get one, but they're all in my bloody box at the minute. But yeah, you can have no end of big knives. And in the right circumstances, you could carry it. I also said it's too warm to practice onanism. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it is hot. I'll give you that. Thank you, Lord Flashshot. I better check you've not sent me a message. Right, hang on. Or Flashshot just sent me a donation. If he sent me a message. Show feet. Fuck's sake. Don't think I've even got a video for that. Best you're going to get is a dirty old trainer, mate. There you go. Something even fell out of it. Fuck's sake. That weed burning I bought is lethal, or weed burner. I was using it today. It's like a flamethrower. Bless Chinese quality control, or the lack of. We got one of them. Is it like got a big? It has a thing about that big, and then it has like a flexible bit of sort of not hose, and then like a long arm bit with a little, yeah. Knife Days, I thought they outlawed zombie knives. They did, but a zombie knife is again is very specific. It's a knife that has writing or images that relate to violence and bright coloured handle. Bojo said, yeah, I got 2 throwing knives, throwing axe and several hatchets. I haven't thrown in years. Yeah, it's good. It's good having a nice nice throw, I think. It's quite a relaxing thing when you start hitting. Mark Anderson, what's your personal self-defense? Well, we're not allowed to say we've got knives for self-defense. And I'm going to have to say this is not for self-defense, but my indoor carry that I like to have in my pocket is that, which is a Cold Steel Pro Light. That's just like a working knife. But I got no end of nice big knives. Mother said, when will the 2021 shooting competition start? Soon. Maybe this month. Maybe the end of this month. Top Hat Man said, back just needed a shower. Guess what? The heat. Yeah, exactly. Funky said, World War One nuts, now over 100 years old. Yeah, they would actually be legal to buy. Funky, yeah. If you could find some 100-year-old World War One knuckles or even a trench knife, that would be legal to own and buy. That's right, isn't it, Reegs? Because I know Reegs more up on the old laws than me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So I remember Reegs saying he wanted to buy one. Tap said, looks like metal walking cane. You screw on the glass at the top end. Oh, I get you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, theoretically, for self-defense, exactly. Yeah, who cares what cut? Well, it's the backwards thing of what they like to they like to go very specific with their things. Morgan said, personally, I think the UK laws are absolute rubbish. Oh, so do we. We don't like them, but the problem is, I don't really like in America. I think in America you have a bit of a say over what laws come in. You literally don't have no say over here, and there's no sort of political group that would come in that would make a difference either. They're all the same. All Flash Art said, my Boxy World Plus is my apple peeler. Jumbo Boo said, I'll be up for the shooting competitions so you can kick my ass again. Nice one, Riggs. I appreciate you joining in. Yeah, we'll I'll sort it out soon. Daft Dave said I bought a replica. Where'd that go? World War One US knuckle duster trench knife. Love it. Yeah, them kind of things are cool as fuck. I love the old trench knives. Persia said best weed killer is boiled water. Burn the fuck out of them. Saying about flamethrowers though and stuff like that. Where my dad used to work and where my brother still works, they would often drive past the house of Chris Rea, the singer. I don't know if he had a house, but he had a studio down this private road. And down that private road is my dad and Mount's like yard. Yeah, I won't say too much more than that. Anyway, but you would often see Chris Rea across the road in this big patch of overgrown sort of wasteland where they park their cars, dousing the area with petrol and then setting it on fire. Lucky he didn't burn the whole fucking place down. Tat said, "What's your back mind, Irishman?" Unless you mount it on a pole. Daft Dave said, "So you're saying the Queen and Parliament are useless over there?" Well, I don't know about the Queen. The Queen don't have much say, but yeah. But fuck's sake, Tactical. Nice one. I guess you get an extra point for that. And he said, "What's the yard?" A rear yard. Yeah, I suppose it was. Persia said, "Daft Dave, yeah, basically just a tourist attraction." Smittins, how you doing, mate? Right? Yes. If you keep wondering why I'm doing this, there's a fucking little fruit fly in here. I wish they wouldn't fucking buy fruit in this house, to be honest, because I can't. A little bit of fruit in your house. Fucking kittens full of fucking fruit flies. The one's followed me up here and flying around. Non-Sheep said they'll get David Dickinson in to value and Asia sources. Maybe that's who we need to get in on our side. They might even get David Dickinson in as the expert witness, and he can start at the same time going on about the compo. Get us some compo coming in. Yeah, he can verify that they're over 100 years old, and then start verifying the price. Get the government to start laying £20 notes on the table. Weapon collector's real deal. You imagine. I ain't putting fucking fake tan on though. I heard Chris Rea is joining Dire Straits. They're going to call themselves Dire. Fuck's sake.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
Nice one, Irishman. That was like the perfect setup. Yes, Lord Flash up. Yeah, political chat equals wrong think. Wrong think equals gulag. Exactly. That was the perfect setup for that. Nice one, Irishman. Swatting away at imaginary bats, exactly. That was the best one yet, I think, of Irishman tonight. Relevant and set me up for the perfect video. Gone a bit quiet ever so suddenly. Trying to think, what did I do last weekend? Oh, last weekend was that night, wasn't it? Yeah. Say no more. Say no more. Not, well, Sunday anyway. It was perfect time. You have to stop now. You ain't going to peak on that. There's no peaking on that one. You've peaked, mate. It's all downhill from here. Morgan just said, I think the restrictions on firearms in the UK are absolutely unreasonable. Most gun crimes in the US are done by illegally obtained guns. No one out here committing crimes with illegal guns. Well, that's it. That's a very good point, Morgan. It's true, isn't it? Most gun crime and most it's a very backwards thing with the laws that most of these things aren't done by law-abiding people. Yeah, and criminals don't give a shit about the law anyway. So, yeah. Persia said, sorry, Tactical, but Irishman has won mod of the week due to its setup. even though he's not a mod. You know what, Persia? I nearly said that myself, but then I thought, yeah, he's actually not a mod, is he? So. I said, better stop there. You'll be on the road to nowhere. It just, as I was reading it, I thought he's just set it up perfectly. And the fact that it was written at diarrhea, because that's how we always write diarrhea, the way Slingshot says it. Sing said, make fruit fly jam trap with white vinegar, fruit juice, cover with cling film, poke a few holes in a toothpick, or get rid of the fruit flies. The only problem I found with that thing, and they do work, but I've noticed, I think there's like a bit of a, I don't know what you'd call it, but they trap flies, but they attract flies as well, I noticed. So you're sort of attracting them, you're attracting more flies, but you're killing them at the same time. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they do get rid of them, but you get more flies in the process. But at least they're going into that jar, I suppose. But yeah, we've got some fly strips downstairs. I might put them down. But if I get desperate, I might do a little jam trap. Maybe, yeah. I have to find the perfect place for it. But I have seen them working. Sometimes they work a bit too well. Non-Sheep said, I got a range set up in Bedford. Crossbow competition. Oh, nice. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're welcome to join in, mate. I'll do the video soon explaining how to do it soon, if you've not seen before. Mum said, Arnold Schwarzenegger banned 50 cows in California because he was afraid about the option of someone shoot down an airplane. Really? I did not know that. Morgan said, the banners you have on the wall are great. Did you make them yourself? They are, I'll show you a little video quickly. So what, I don't know if you know, but the stuff that's there is really there. I only mention that because some people don't know. I took a picture of my gun boards, worked out the exact right size to fit the exact right banner, because they're nearly perfect size, realistic 1-to-1 scale. I got them made on Teespring, which is now Spring. And if you put in, what is it, ! merch, anyone can do those, by the way, the ! things. Nightbot will then put on a link to my merchandise. Yeah, you can actually buy them if you wanted to. You can buy that one and that one. That's a triple picture one. Yeah, that's part of my merchandise. Dumble Sal Boo said, to be fair, the ban on semi-auto centre fire was committed by an FAC holder as the handgun ban, Michael Ryan. Well, funny thing, I did think that when I was saying it, I do know that a few of the bans actually was by legal holders, weren't they? But legal license holders. But yeah, I suppose most of the majority of the other shootings aren't. But yeah, there have been a fair share of ones that were legal gun holders, weren't there? Bojo said, yeah, you got a merch curtain at the front door, mesh curtain at the front door, because the dog likes the sunblow. Flies are ridiculous because living next to a river in a field. Ah, right, yeah, that's a right old pain in the ass. Bojo. Oh, Gantanashi, I saw the other videos and I was like, those are real. And in the stream, I thought they were banner. I'll tell you why it is. I might do a video of this one day for on here. What it is, Morganja, is YouTube changed some of their rules so that you can't handle firearms on a live stream. Now, I don't actually own any actual firearms, but I know that even holding an antique gun that don't need a license, or holding what happened to Slingshot Warrior? Slingshot Warrior was holding a paintball gun, had his live streams taken down. If you have that done a couple of times, you can't live stream at all. So and also what it says is it gives you a little list of the reasons why you can't what you can't do on a live stream. It also says these are just some of the reasons you could get banned. So for live streams, I just cover them up so that they can't say fucking nothing. And also it stops me picking them up because I have a habit of someone saying, oh, what's that gun? And I'll go and get it. And then shit, I've got a fucking gun on a live stream. Yeah, so it just helps me and it helps us that we won't ever not be at a live stream. Top Hat Man said, what's the small box with the text that changed on it? That's just a little what do you call it? It's a digital photo frame, but it's got, if you read it, what comes up, I don't know how good it is to read, but it says featured on YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, and that, can you not really read it? And then it will come up with my Patreon supporters, and then there's a bit where it says don't forget to like the stream. It's a little advertising thing, but it doesn't really show up very well, I don't think. I might need to get a bigger one. So now that says WC's supporters, and then that'll start saying the people who support me through Patreon, stuff like that. So that had Weapons Stuff 93, SAK 94, XDM 50. More Flashshot said, what I understand, the handgun ban wasn't really legitimate reasoned, and other things were used to throw them into a group to get rid of. Morgan said, smart lad, that's pretty much it. Exactly. And it covers me. It just covers my ass so that even if they want to fuck about, they can't. You know, they cannot say, you've got firearms. Well, it's a fucking picture. So, you know, they can go fuck themselves. But yeah, it covers me, and it means we'll always be able to have live streams. More Flashshot said, you can always go on D Live, Mike. You can stream what you want from there. Yeah, I suppose. But the problem is, I don't know how many people would follow me over there. That's the issue with these things. You start doing things on other websites, no one comes over. But yeah, I don't mind covering them up anyway. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a pain in the ass when you're tired having to keep doing it, but you know, it looks all right, doesn't it? Most people don't even notice. I'll tell you what that is, Morganja, and I don't be ashamed that you didn't guess it right, because in all honesty, I don't know anyone who's ever got that gun right. That is actually technically a modified AKM, and it's a Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle. Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle, and there was only ever 2,000 imported into America, and then they banned them. So yeah, they're quite rare. Yeah, Chinese model 86S bullpup rifle, or Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle. All right, so someone off. Good night, whoever's going. I'm going to stay on to at least 11:45. Smitty said, I started following you a year ago. Years ago, might even be over a decade. When I saw you were into Knuckles, guessing you sadly had to give that hobby up with the law. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Smittens. I stopped doing that ages ago anyway. But yeah, and then when they changed this law, I had to get rid of all of mine. I don't know how many of you don't know this, but I cut them all out with bolt croppers. And that was I reckon that's a sight that would make a grown man cry. Yeah. Yeah, if you can see it close up, Morganja, you can see that it's actually like a modded AKM. It's like Chinese modded, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's essentially an AKM. What was you saying no to Persia? I missed something there than what I said now. Oh, the chopping them up with, yeah, I did. I've got, they're still in a bag in my shed. Or cut up the fucking bolt croppers. Well, I had to. But the problem is, if the police found a single one of them in my house, I'm pretty sure they can do this thing like what they were saying about that bloke who got arrested and done for prevention of terrorism. They do this crime prevention thing now. What they do, find one illegal thing, and then take they'd find one illegal thing, and then take all of the legal stuff on the grounds that they're preventing other crimes. So I have to be super fucking legal. You know, not that you can get degrees of legal, but I'll be honest with you, Morgan. As I say, he said, I'm very in tune with firearms, but that flew over my head. I can see that definitely in AKM. Honestly, no one ever has ever got that gun right because of how rare it is. Yeah, there's one bloke who we was talking about how no one had ever guessed it right, and then they suddenly did, which I suspect they cheated. But yeah, no one's ever got it right because it's very rare. But even as if you could see a close up of it, the bayonet is also it's an AKM bayonet. Smith to cut them up with bolt cutters. Fuck that. Took a lot of pleasure watching your collection grow. Wish you'd not said you cut them up. Yeah, sadly. Well, if I ever move country, I'll get the collection back up, make them all again. Different country, I could make them and sell them. Dumpsale Boo said, I'm sure I saw a Chinese Model 86S DIAC the other day. Might have been DM, but you might have. They still do sell them. You could probably find them DIAC easier than real ones. Not real ones, but you know what I mean. That isn't bad. It's playing. That's super legal WC. Yeah, P90. I've always, you know what, Lord Flasher? P90 at one time was probably my favourite gun. Absolutely love the old P90s, the FMP90s. Yeah, love that because it's so unusual looking, and it even has it has a quite unusual caliber bullet that it takes as well. I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong about this, but the bullets that the FMP90 shoots are actually designed to tumble as well. Stug, how are you, mate? You right? Yeah, I always loved the old. Hey, hang on, I missed that bit. He said I would act the Stargaters. I would act out Stargate and shit. Mother said Jaguar 2 crossbow looks very good. Where can I buy one? I'm not sure, Mother. I don't know. You looked on Merlin. Morgan said, yeah, the bayonet threw me off as well. I was thinking to myself, that's an AK bayonet on a Chinese rifle. Never would have thought it was a, modded AK. Yeah, if you look them up, and when you look at a closer picture, you can actually see that is essentially what that really is. It's essentially a bullpup AK-47, really. That's really what it is. The P90 bullets are designed to pierce body armor. I didn't know that, but I know they sort of spin as well, I think. So they create quite a nasty wound. Speaking said, yeah, mate, you're right. Different countries, you'd make a killing selling knuckles. I follow a chap on Instagram called Terry Shanks. Yeah, I follow Terry Shanks. I follow Terry Shanks on there, Smithing. Some knuckle dusters for $400 plus, and they look crap compared to your ones. I follow him. I follow quite a few because as soon as I got an Instagram now, and as soon as I did my Instagram, I got loads and loads of the new knuckle duster makers following me. So I followed them all back. So literally, my bloody my fucking Instagram is just purely mostly bloody knuckle duster makers. So nearly all of them. But yeah, Terry Shanks. Yeah, fuck me. They don't have to sell their stuff for a lot, don't they? Loads of fucking very high prices. My Instagram, Smithin, I'll put a link on for you. I don't know. It's in the description. I've not put a lot on there. I couldn't do WeaponCollector, so I've had to do WeaponCollector Mike. Yeah. There's my Instagram. That should work. Someone click that link just to check it works. Yeah, I ain't done a lot of posts on it. I've only done 31 posts, but I've done 31 posts and got 499 followers. So I should actually whack a lot more on because I probably would get quite a few followers on there if I bothered. Started, I find the magazine on the P90 interesting. Yeah, the whole gun's fascinating. And there's the FMP90, isn't there? And then there's an FN pistol as well that uses the same round that the fucking P90 uses. But I can't remember what that's called now. Tactical said they originally made to defeat Soviet body armor as rear echelon troops, usually armed with pistols. So they're meant for those troops. Nice one, Tactical. Right, where am I? Is that it, Morgan? Nice, right? Yeah, the FN-57 that's chambered. Oh, I get you. Yeah, that's the bullet, is it? Yeah. I have got a gun book somewhere. I used to read like a gun dictionary thing. Oh, that's it. FN-57. That's it, Stug. Nice one, mate. Oh, nice one. Yeah, did you not know I had an Instagram then? On the Instagram, if you're interested, I don't post that often, but the Instagram, it's an easy way to instant message me if you ever wanted to. And also, you'll see old, like I put my knuckle duster stuff on there, but I'll be honest with you, it's old blog pictures. So I just take my images off my blog that's been on there 10 years, put them on Instagram. So you won't see no new knuckle dusters because I had to stop doing them. But yeah. Well, thank you, everyone who said that. Yeah, give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. As I say, I don't post loads, but maybe once a week. Persia said, have you seen the FN-2000? I've not seen that, no. I've had to lean. If you wonder why I'm sitting back so far now, it's because my guts have started hurting. Ah, fuck me. I have seen that, but I didn't know that's what that was. Yeah, I have seen that before. More flashlights said tactical. I read about that body armor penetration abilities of P90 at longer range with the maneuverability of CQB range. Yeah, because it was also for like soldiers in tanks, wasn't it? So or in vehicles, wasn't it? So you had a decent caliber gun. That's what all bullpups are made for anyway, aren't they? I think you get a decent caliber gun, but in a lot smaller package. Non-sheep said, have the coppers ever searched your ass because of your global YouTube? Not because of my global YouTube fame, but this house has been raided at least 6 times in 20 years, but never officially for weapons and never for my YouTube channel. But they normally get some kind of warrant for some other shit from a magistrate, and it's normally the day it expires. Yeah. And then they'll raid this house for something like receiving stolen goods or some shite like that. But no one, in all these raids, no one's ever been convicted. Last time I got raided was November 2017. Luckily, though, the policeman, they hadn't been up here, and they came up here, saw all this. But luckily, one of the police who was here knew a reasonable amount of stuff about guns and shit. So I could just stand there and say to him, that's that, that's an airsoft, and he'd get it down, look, and say, yeah, that's an airsoft, put it back. I'd say, that's a DIAC. He'd get that down, say, yeah, that's a DIAC. So it saved a lot of bother. They didn't want to take nothing away. Right, I'm going to have a quick piss. Back in a minute. Back. I suspect that's what my guts was at. Dad said, interesting-ish fact. The US Army wanted the FN FAL, but a fella in charge wouldn't go for a foreign rifle, so they got the inferior M16. So, do you know what? I think I've heard that, Zed. Can you guess why? I don't know if you know, but yeah, I did know that, and that was from one of the regulars who comes on, whose favourite gun is the FN FAL. Irishman said, I like the look of the Beretta. Yeah, I always like the old Berettas. The abuse, yes.
I don't have to take this abuse much longer.
You're not on your pissy hands. More ganja. I don't think I've got one for Instagram. If you look in the description to the video, there's a list of the things, like the little commands. So there's affiliate, email, let's get along, like, merch, Patreon, shop, support, twat warning, and Twitch. Yes, I take a piss and you take the piss. That way. It was in case if you wondered, Zed, it was Liam's favourite Gunzo FN FAL. So you know him, he'd know all the history on it. So yeah, I'm sure he's mentioned that. Things that I've read Ralph Harris drinks pint of his own piss every morning for health benefits. Well, as someone said earlier, who would ever trust a man who drinks his own piss? So thank you, Morgan. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Twitter. Like Facebook is more of like a business page or like a where I share my videos. Twitter is just Twitter's probably not worth following me unless you want notifications or when I do videos. Which actually is handy for that. Actually, if any of you ever wanted notifications for my videos, follow me on Twitter. Because every video I do, I tweet it. And then you'll know I do a new video if YouTube don't bother send you it. And Instagram, I do actually use to put stuff on, but not massively regularly. But yeah. I don't know what it was, Flazzy. It was, webcamchats.com. Fuck's sake. I ain't even been looking at them. Yeah, Zed. Yeah, he might have guessed it being exactly. Like, you're not Liam's, right? If he likes something, he knows everything about it. Morgan just said, what are the legal repercussions of having hollow pointed bullets here? No idea, in all honesty. Mate, no idea. I'm Matt Spartan. How you doing, mate? Do you know what? I had a look and it was quite disappointing, sadly. I think I got... They must have knocked down the fucking percentage massively. And I do genuinely appreciate you getting the stuff, Iron Man. I think I got £8. Isn't that terrible? £8 out of 800 bloody... Because I looked it up, because it was... You bought the solar generator, didn't you? And you bought the actual solar panels for it. Yeah, fucking £8, the type bastards. Laughable, isn't it? But I do appreciate you doing it. And please keep... I'll tell you what it was, Iron Man. I think what it is certain goods have a lot less percentage on them. Yeah, that's slightly disappointing, isn't it? I thought it'd be £80, didn't you? Fucking £8. That's 1%. 1% commission. Well, nearly got yeah, terrible, ain't it, Iron Man? Yeah, tax for a bloody ass, less than 1%. I'll check again in a month. When this month's over, I'll check again. Because maybe they'll add more on when has it shipped to you yet? But yeah, isn't that terrible? It's fucking Iron Man spent £800 on my Amazon links and I got fucking £7.80 from it. Yeah, I do appreciate it though, mate. But yeah, bloody terrible, isn't it? Oh, sorry, Mother. I've not seen these comments come up. Sure, they're not disappearing. I've seen the last comment I saw of yours, Mother, was you wrote Mac or Mac Make. I don't think they're showing, mate. Mother said, Jaguar 2 crossbow looks very good. Where can I buy one? That's the last comment. Out of stock. Yeah, they're not showing up. Yeah, Mac make. Yeah, they're not showing up, mate. You might have to if you're writing about knuckle dusters, that don't show. I had to block the word knuckle dusters and variations of it because of keep getting asked if I sold them all the time. It was very fucking annoying. If you're talking about knuckle dusters, that may be what it is. If you write the word knuckle duster, most of the time won't show. Yeah, 80 quid or even 40 quid would be more like it, wouldn't it? You off, Morgans. Good night, mate. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I'll be off in about 5 minutes, I reckon. Brief fire. No, I reckon if he's talking about specific, there's shadow banned words. There's words I've had to ban myself just to stop certain conversations coming up. Yeah, because I used to get constantly every stream multiple people saying, "You sell knuckle dust, you sell knuckle dust, you sell knuckle dust." You used to do my fucking head in. So I just blocked all phrases to do with that. I'll be on tomorrow, brief fire. Yeah, he said, "Will you be on tomorrow?" Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, mate. Morgan is here. He said, "Good night, Maine." We say Maine here instead of man. Oh, mate. Yeah, I've got a couple of American friends. I've got a friend from Baltimore who actually came over here and visited me once. Twice, actually. Yeah, I'll be off in a minute. Like, give me 5 minutes. I've still got a couple of little things I need to do tonight. Yeah, Mother, your comments aren't showing, but as I said, you can always just Twitter at me if you want. Twitter me your message. It takes the piss, doesn't it, Iron Man? Let me check again. I'll check now for you if you want. I'll check now. But yeah, terrible, isn't it? I thought that. Right, just signing in now, Iron Man. But you never know. It might, yeah. Well, actually, it's gone up now. So maybe when it ships, it might go up because it ain't gone up a lot. So on the 10th of the 7th, I got £3.79. On the 11th, I didn't get nothing. On the 12th of the 7th, I got £7.95p. The next day, I got 18p. Yeah, let's give it a month, Fireman, and see whether when you've actually got it, if you got it yet. But yeah, fucking rip off, isn't it? It's a shame. It's normally Amazon aren't like that. It's normally eBay that do the terrible commission. Persia said, "Are you going to add Gladiator video before the next stream?" Oh, what, the one you did? Yeah. I'll sort that out. I'll try and sort it out tomorrow if I don't forget. Mother said RJM started to make banned words. Same RJM who makes the best tomahawks. You know, that's weird. This stream has gone to crap. That should get the required clip. Can't believe this.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Terrible, ain't it? I don't know. But when I fucking looked and it said £7.80, £7.90, I couldn't believe that. Out of that kind of money. Now I'll have to check. What I'll do later, I'll have a look at the percentages. Maybe they've just changed the percentages and I don't know. Yeah, you normally get more than fucking 1%. Terrible, ain't it, really? I suppose it's still money for nothing, but fucking 1%. Look at Stug complaining. That's not bloody. Not having that. I've already put the video on. Too late now, Stug. Come on again. Stug's getting banned later. Right, I better go because I've got a couple of little things I need to do tonight. Yeah, plus cleaning up. I'll be on tomorrow night, 9:30. Won't be drinking or nothing, hopefully. Nah, I don't think I will. I don't want to. I need a couple of weeks off, to be honest. I'll keep you posted, Iron Man, though, just in case it goes up. But yeah, thank you for doing the links and still always do them, because although that didn't seem like a decent bit of commission, it's still summer. And I think it often depends on what you're buying. And I do think a lot of the time electronics are the lowest ones. But that don't seem very good, does it? 1 bloody %. Yeah. But I know if you buy a telly, the commission's terrible on a telly because it costs a lot and people buy them quite a lot. Not that was a telly, but yeah. But yeah, keep using the links, everyone, because you're feeding this bloke a beer. No food, I mean. No, I mean weapons. All right. Cheers, everyone. See you later. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, Iron Man. I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, it does actually massively help. And thank you, everyone else, for the support. Love has a 6 stream. Hopefully tomorrow better. 6 streams. Surely that means good in this young man's slang. Got that one wrong. Right, I've got to go because I've got a couple of things to do before I go to bed. Well, I probably won't get out of bed till 2, but other people will get out of bed. So, cheers for watching, everyone. I'm going to run my ad quickly and then I'll say goodbye. Did you notice I put the wrong one on at first? I put the merchandise one on. Right. See you all later. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock.